Welcome to Accounting Principles 1D, the balance sheet. In video 1C, we looked at a few different example transactions and put them into the accounting equation. In this video, we will look at the ending balances from those transactions to create a balance sheet. A balance sheet shows the financial position of the company as of a certain date. It includes the ending balances of the accounts of the accounting equation and shows that the assets balance to liabilities and owner's equity. If you recall, the ending balances from the last video was $3,000 in cash, $16,500 in equipment, $4,500 in accounts payable liabilities, and $15,000 in the capital account, which is equity. When creating a balance sheet, data is portrayed in 4 columns. The first 2 columns include the asset accounts and their amounts. And the third and fourth columns include the liabilities and equity account titles, along with their amounts. The amount columns are totaled to show that total assets equals total liabilities plus equities. An important factor about the balance sheet is how to represent the title. A balance sheet title should be 3 separate lines. The first line is the company name, the second line would say balance sheet, and the third line would show the date prepared or the as of date. Notice that for a balance sheet, the $sign is listed only for the first row and for the column totals. Thus, not every dollar amount has a $sign. There are also 2 types of lines on the balance sheet, a single line and a double line. A single line means the numbers above it have been added or subtracted. For example, see the single line here above the amount of total assets. This shows that $3,000 and $16,500 were added together to get the $19,500 total. A double line indicates the number above it is a total. Again, if you look at the $19,500, see the double line below it, which shows the amount of $19,500 is a calculated total. So let's look at the steps from start to end on how to create this balance sheet. I'll start with a blank form, which is 4 columns. Next, I populate my 3 lines for my title, including the company name, the balance sheet title, and the as of date. Next, I start on the left side and populate my assets. I first start with the title assets, and then below it list each of the asset accounts and their amounts. If you recall from my ending balances, I had cash with $3,000 and equipment with $16,500. You could next total the assets, but I prefer to wait until I complete the other side, the liabilities and equity, so that way I can have both totals on the same line. So next I move over and populate my liabilities and owner's equity title, my liabilities title, and my accounts payable liability account and balance. Note, I don't show a total for liabilities because there's only one liability account. I would only show a total amount for a group if there are more than one account which would need to be totaled. Next, I'll skip a space and put my owner's equity title, and then my capital account and the balance. Now I'll create my total lines. I'll create a total line for total assets on the left and a line for total liabilities and owner's equity. I put a single line above the total to show I am adding the above numbers. I then complete the calculation to add the total assets, which is $19,500, and then I add the liabilities and equity to get their total, which is $19,500. To show these are totals, I place a double underline beneath them. What is most important about this is that total assets must equal total liabilities and owner's equity. If these totals do not equal, then you made an error either in your transactions, copying your numbers from the equation to the balance sheet, or in totaling the assets or liabilities and equity. This completes this video. Please join me in the next video where I discuss the expanded accounting equation.